Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel, Sober Living in Style. Today I'm doing a demonstration video on the ombre de balayage hairstyle that I'm demonstrating here, that I did from home for about $22, and why I chose to do it from home. So I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of the technique. I think it came out beautiful. I really like it. I'm really impressed. It was super easy. It took under an hour to do, and I just wanted to share something that I went through, my traumatic experience at the salon, and why I chose to do this. So look forward to my next video. I'll be demonstrating and showing you the products that I used and the technique I used to get this look. So I'll be showing you some pictures from about September, when I started trying to get the balayage ombre look, and what I went through, so you guys can understand why I decided to go through with doing it on my own. So hopefully this encourages you ladies, if you're having the same problem I am, to do it at home. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment in the box below asking what products I used until that video comes out. So let me go ahead and show you what it is. Okay, so as you can see here, this was my original hair color. I was super blonde, and having to go into a salon, I was pretty confident that I shouldn't have any issues getting the balayage or ombre look, since I was extremely blonde and my hair color catches quickly. This was the first time I went to a salon. It looks pretty much almost exactly or identical to the hair I just showed you guys, except for the chunk on the bang that I asked for. She said it was called a spiraling technique that she used, and they charged me $190 for this hairstyle. It doesn't look bad, but it definitely wasn't what I wanted. So I rocked that for a while until I decided to go back to a salon, a different one obviously, about a month later, and this was the ombre balayage that they did. And unfortunately there's like a glare, but let me see if you can see right here on this side over here, there's this blotch of bleach. That's because I had to go back the next day, which this was out of town, because I wanted to keep that chunk, like that light blonde towards the front. I don't know if you guys seen a lot of balayage pictures and what they should look like, or ombre, and I wish I had a picture of what I showed her, but it was a beautiful hair design, or whatever you want to call it, that I wanted. And she had put like a streak of blonde that didn't match the rest of the hair. I looked like a witch, and I had to go back. But obviously, as you can tell here, it does have the dark to light, but it was very orange. I got a lot of criticism for it, and a lot of people didn't like it. They asked me what I did to my hair and where I went. I don't really like saying names, because I feel like everybody deserves a fair chance and everybody's experience is different. So here is where you might be able to tell where it was a little bit more orange. I'm sorry, but it's just a hideous job. They went through and did a permanent on me. I left with wet hair, and I had stains all over my forehead. So I decided to wear a black headband, like a sports band, as you can see here, that covered it up, because it stayed on my forehead for like 3 weeks. It started to tone out, obviously, nicely, because I had light hair, so it started lightening up. And I had told him that I would be back in about a month, so that we could start putting some of those natural highlights in there to lighten it up a little bit and play with the colors. That's what I like to do. So again, here it is where it's kind of lightening up, and the roots are coming out a little bit. So I'm going to go back, and I go to this same salon, and there's another lady there this time that does my hair. And as you can see, there is spots up here where the blonde isn't even touching the scalp. This is all stains right here. I left there with wet hair, and stains all over my hair. And I'm sorry, but this is a highlighting job, and it looks like they just put like a really dark base. I don't know what to call it. It was the ugliest hair I've ever had in my life, and I was charged $200 for this. Okay, so the same place has already charged me twice full price. So the next day, here's another picture actually. As you can see how hideous that job was. I mean, not to be a brat, I didn't even I wasn't rude or anything, but I was really sad on the inside because I was like, oh my gosh, we're spending so much money and this is just bad. I knew it would take at least 2 months to fade out. So I can't afford to keep going back. So I'm going to have to deal with it, obviously. But I don't know what this is. I really don't. So basically she took the balayage ombre that I had, and now it's pretty much blonde, but with just some weird dark thing in the middle. Again, another picture of the orange here, and just horrible technique that she did. So I ended up calling and talking to the owner, and they told me to go in the next day. I was freaking out. I was nice to them, but I said this is wrong, and they knew exactly who it was when I called. So they told me to go back in. She said she would tone it and she would fix it. And I saw the owner there. I was really hoping to get her because she seemed obviously more confident in what she was doing, and their name kind of hints that they know what they're doing, but they really didn't, unfortunately. So this is what the owner of the salon did for me, which is great. It looks nice. I was really pleased with it. But getting charged twice to get that look was really ridiculous. As you can tell, I had blonde hair. All they had to do was put the dark at the top, blend it, and maybe tone it a little bit or something like that. I already had blonde hair, so I don't really understand why I was charged a full process. It was really strange. So I was really impressed with that, but my hair was going to start fading, and my roots were going to start growing out, as they did, and I was going to need to go back. I told myself I wouldn't go back to that salon because they made me feel very uncomfortable when I went back to get it fixed. She told me I wanted her to, I had asked her if she can just tone the bottom, and she told me some weird excuse that she couldn't. I can't even remember why. She wanted me out of there, and I thought it was very rude, especially because I had been super nice. I paid them, I tipped them, and they knew that it looked ugly, because she had even seen the picture the first time I went in there, and she was like telling me how ugly it was. And then when I told her it was their job, she kind of freaked out a little bit. But the lady that had did my hair originally wasn't there anymore. So she was like, oh, well, we had to lose her anyway. So she kind of blamed on that. My sister's going to kill me. But as you can see, the roots are growing out anyways. I kind of did this on purpose just so my sister will get really mad at me. But yeah, that's another picture of the roots growing out. Oh my God. And there it is again. The roots are growing out. Such a beautiful picture. Just kidding. But the techniques there, this is more or less what I wanted. They didn't give me a haircut either. They said that I would have to have paid more. They were trying to charge me $390 for a cut, wash, and full balayage, even though I had already been there twice, 3 times with her correcting it. So my roots had grew out, so I called around. I went to 3 salons before I ended up at this one, and asked them if they could do a root touch-up just to put the brown. I was okay with the blonde. I just wanted to touch up the root. I was told that I couldn't do that. They called it every single name in the book other than a root touch-up. They wanted to charge me each and every one. One was $110 plus, depending on how much product they used. The second one was $130, and the third one is $150. So they were definitely charging me for the full balayage process all over again, even though, as you guys can tell, that's a balayage style. It just needed some TLC. So I called this lady I had ran into, and I said, can you put some brown in my hair? She says yes. She was super awesome. Unfortunately, we put the brown in, and we decided, well, we kind of decided to run it down a little bit, and this is what happened. It turned brown. So now I have just brown hair. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I can't keep doing this. I'm just super stressed out already at this point. Like, what am I gonna do? I can't afford to keep doing this. People are screwing me over. So I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to Sally's. I got my own product, and I watched about 2 or 3 videos online on YouTube that you can get for styling techniques and stuff for the balayage to ombre, ombre to balayage, whatever you want to call it. And I just went home and did it. So for $22 and about an hour, this is what I did. So I kept the dark that she did, and I'm going to be doing a video on how to touch up your roots, because I'm going to need to do that. And if this was that easy and it didn't come out orange, it didn't come out with spots, and it didn't come out with streaks, it came out perfectly the way I wanted it. If it's not what you guys like, I don't care. I love it. I'm super excited about it. I won't shut up about it. I'm telling everybody I know that if they're having a bad experience with the salon, that I found a really good trick on how to do it from home. And I'm really excited because you can play with like the different depth. Obviously you can see how on some of it I went up and did like the natural like sun kissing technique in it. It still has the traditional dark to light, and it does in the sun and in regular lighting. You can see how it goes from dark to light, and even to lighter on the bottom, which I really liked. I was really pleased with. I just couldn't believe that it came from home, from Sally's. I was kind of nervous, thinking like, oh my god, like they made it seem so hard. I'm probably gonna mess it up, and I didn't. So this is my technique that I did. As you can see, I faced framed with the blonde. I didn't go up really high just because it was my first time doing it, and I didn't want to like put my hair all blonde again. But I'm definitely going to play with doing more of the blonde streaks, maybe a little higher, thicker, not highlighty little strands like they did, but like more of the toning. I'm going to play with like toning and highlighting. So I was really, really impressed. And this was after I put some makeup on, and it's a little fixed. I still didn't have a whole lot of time today, but I just think it looks really great. I was so excited. I said I have to do a video. Unfortunately, I didn't record it when I was doing it. I really wish I would have. I did make a little bit of a mess because I had to get comfortable with what I was doing. So I believe the next time I do this, for my touch up on my roots and my highlighting, I'm going to feel more confident and know more or less what I'm doing. But I'm trying to get rid of this glare. But as you can see, I just think it looks awesome. It just looks real, like a real salon quality hair, which is what I was looking for. And this is the back of it. It's still not a great picture, but you can see how the light brown goes to dark brown and the dark with the light blonde. It doesn't show how it does blend really well. This picture is just kind of strange. But anyways, the point is I started with the brown. It's very brown. And I just went ahead and lightened it myself. So I just wanted to share this with you guys, my experience, just because I would like to have somebody, if they're going through the same thing that I had been going through, you know, see this video and get to try what I did, save some money, and get to play with different colors in your hair and stuff. I mean, it's not the best job in the whole world, but just sharing with you guys what I went through. So I'm sure you guys would feel a lot happier too if you got to save that kind of money on your hair. So I'm really excited about that. I'm super, super excited. So leave a comment in the box below if you want to ask about the products that I used. Before I get to set the video out, if there's any questions you have on the style or the technique that I used to get the highlights. But yeah, leave a comment in the box below and don't forget to subscribe so that you'll be the first one to see the video when it comes out for me doing my balayage to ombre root touch-ups and highlighting. I'm going to go a little lighter than this and really just start playing with like the different colors. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the box below, and have a good day.